a quiet discipline in honoring others, a way of moving through the world that doesn't draw attention to itself, but changes the atmosphere around you. Honoring isn't dramatic. It isn't ceremonial. It isn't something you do once a year because a calendar tells you to. It's a posture, a way of seeing, a way of acknowledging that other people's lives, sacrifices, and stories matter. When we honor someone, we're not placing them above us. We're simply recognizing the truth of their impact. We're saying, your life touched mine. Your choices shaped something in me. Your presence left a mark, and that kind of recognition softens us. It steadies us. It reminds us that we're part of a shared human story. Honoring others begins with attention, noticing the people who carried weight quietly, noticing the ones who showed up when it was inconvenient, noticing the ones who held things together without applause, noticing the ones who made sacrifices that were never fully seen. When you start paying attention, you realize many people have poured strength into your life without ever asking for credit. Some of the people you honor are gone now. Some are still here. Some you knew well, and some you barely knew at all. Some shaped you directly. Some shaped the people who shaped you. But honoring isn't about proximity, it's about recognition. It's about acknowledging the threads that connect your life to theirs. And honoring doesn't require a speech or a ceremony. Sometimes it's as simple as remembering their name. Sometimes it's carrying forward a value they lived by. Sometimes it's choosing to act with the same steadiness they showed you. Sometimes it's letting their story guide you in a moment when you're unsure of your own strength. And of course, there's a quiet maturity in honoring others. It means you've reached a place where you can see beyond your own story. You can recognize the shoulders you stand on. You can acknowledge the sacrifices that made your life possible. You can appreciate the people who held things together long before you understood what they were carrying. And honoring others shapes you. It changes the way you move through the world. When you honor someone's courage, you become more courageous. When you honor someone's kindness, you become more gentle. When you honor someone's resilience, you become more grounded. Because honoring is not just something you give, it's something you become. There's also a humility in honoring others. It reminds you that you're not self-made. You're story-made. You're community-made. You're shaped by people who poured into you, who taught you and protected you, who challenged you, and who loved you in ways you didn't fully understand at the time. Honoring them is a way of acknowledging the truth. And here's the deeper layer. Honoring others helps you become the kind of person who will one day be honored yourself. Not because you're seeking recognition, but because you're living with intention. You're living with steadiness. You're living with a sense of responsibility for the emotional footprint you leave behind. When you honor others, you start thinking about the stories you're creating. You start thinking about the way you show up. You start thinking about the impact your choices will have on the people who come after you. Honoring becomes a way of shaping your own legacy, quietly and gently without fanfare. So today, take a moment to honor the people who shaped you, the ones who taught you something essential, the ones who carried weight you didn't see, the ones who gave you strength without announcing it, the ones who lived with a kind of quiet integrity that still echoes in your life today. Honor them in the way you speak. Honor them in the way you listen. Honor them in the way you choose, and honor them in the way you carry yourself. Because honoring isn't about looking backward. It's about carrying forward what was good, what was steady, what was true. It's about letting someone else's strength become part of your own. It's about recognizing that you're part of a lineage of courage and kindness and resilience. And this is the gentle discipline of honoring others. It shapes your character. It steadies your heart and reminds you that you're part of something larger than your own story. So now you take care and stay connected.